Hello, everyone. Okay, so as we go along, we're learning how to do new things. And something that I have always done in my classroom, I don't like doing the math assignments online because I feel like they ask them in a weird way, in a way that's different from the book. And so that's why I've always done it on paper. And because we're online, I thought, okay, we'll do the online assignments, but I still don't like them. And I think from the questions I've been getting that you guys don't really like them either. And so we're going to do something different today. I will show you this textbook page, and I'm going to have it online. We'll do this example together. We'll do these examples together. And then you will have your own copy of the On Your Own page. So you'll still be able to see the textbook pages, and you'll scroll down to where it says On Your Own, and you'll do these numbers together on your own, sorry, on your own. So numbers 7 through 17, you will do on your own, and you'll use Kami, which is what I'm using right now. And it'll already open up for you in Kami, and you can use these same tools. Drawing, you can use a text box to write in the answer to answer your questions. Okay, so I think that's what I'm going to do now to see your practice, because I think that they ask the questions in a better way. Okay, so let's get into our lesson. Today we're talking about compare and order numbers. The essential question is, how can you compare and order numbers? It means to take two numbers, put them next to each other, and compare them. How are they the same? How are they different? Okay, so let's take a look at our question. And something that I always like to do when I'm reading a question, I circle all the numbers that I find and I underline the question. And that just helps me to figure things out. So let's take a look at this question. Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona had 651,002 visitors in July 2008 and 665,188 visitors. Sorry, I'm still working on this. In July 2009. In which year did the park have more visitors during the month of July? Okay, so that's what we're trying to figure out. And this is going to help us break it down. It's asking us how many visitors were there in July 2008. Okay, so in July 2008, there were this many. So I'm going to use my text box. I'm going to go ahead and retype that. 651,028 visitors. And then how many visitors were there in July 2009? This many in July 2009. So 665,188. Okay, so that's just so that we have things figured out. And we're going to compare these two numbers to decide which month had more visitors. In which year did they have more visitors? Okay, so example 1, the first way we can do this is using a place value chart. So you can use a place value chart to line up the digits by place value. You line up the ones with the ones, the tens with the tens, and so on, and you compare them. So we're going to write these two numbers in the place value chart. And this is what we've been doing for the past 2 days, right? So we take the last digit and we put it in the last place, okay? And then we go from right to left. So let's do that. Let's do that with our two numbers here. I'm going to underline them so that I can see them better. Okay. Now, last time I was using typing, but it was taking too long, so I'm going to use drawing, and it's going to be messier because I'm using my laptop mouse pad, but we'll still be able to figure it out. So over here I have an 8 in the ones place. I have a 2 in the tens place, a 0 in the hundreds place. Then I'm going into my next period, which is the thousands period, which means I have a comma here. Okay, I have a 1 in the 1,000s place, a 5 in the 10,000s place, and a 6 in the 100,000s place. Right, now let's do the same thing with this number. And we'll do it just right below so that we can compare it right next to each other. An 8 in the ones place, an 8 in the tens place, a 1 in the hundreds place, a 5 in the 1,000s place, a 6 in the 10,000s place, and a 6 in the 100,000s place. All right, now let's follow the directions. Start at the left. Okay, so we're going to start on this side and compare the digits in each value position until the digits differ. Okay, so now we're reading from right to left and we're looking for when they are different. Okay, so they have it written out for us here. First, we're going to compare the 100,000s. There's a 6 in that place and it matches. It's the same. So 600,000s, we're going to use these marks to say greater than, less than, or equal to. And the way that I always remember this, if you guys want to take a look at this video down here, I'm looking for who does the alligator want to eat, okay? If that pointing arrow there is an alligator's mouth, okay, he wants to eat the bigger one, okay? So which one is the alligator going to chomp on? And if they're the same, we'll write an equal sign. Okay, so here I have 600,000s and 600,000s. They're exactly the same, so we're going to put an equal sign. Okay, so I looked in the left column, now I'll look next door, okay, in the 10,000s column. And here we see that they're different now, okay? In the 10,000s column, they're different. So one is going to be bigger than the other, okay? I have a 5 and I have a 6. And my alligator wants to eat the bigger one, so 6 is bigger than 5, so he's going to eat the 6 10,000s instead of the 5 10,000s. Which means that this whole number that has the 6 in the 10,000s place is bigger than this whole number that has a 5 in the 10,000s place. Okay? So, since 651,028 is less than 665,188, there were more visitors in July 2009 than in July 2008. Okay, let's go to another way to do this. In this example, they're using a number line. They say use a number line to order 10,408, 10,433, and 10,416 from least to greatest. So we're going to locate and label each point on the number line, and the first one is already done for you. So they already took 10,408, and what they did was they saw that this was 10,400, and then they counted until they got to 401, 402, 403, 404, 405, 406, 407, 408. Okay? The next one to put on the number line is 10,433. So to get to 433, it's going to take a long time to count up from 410 or 420. So I'm going to come over here to 430, 431, 432, 433. Okay? I'll put a dot. And I might even write this in with a text box. Let's see. 10,433. For this one is here. Okay. I might make my dot a little bit bigger. And the last one is 10,416. So for each one of these, I'm just going to ask, is it bigger than 10,400 Yep, I would count up to 416. Is it bigger than 10,410? I think so. Let's count up from there. 411, 412, 413, 414, 415, 416. Okay, I'll make a dot here. Make my dot a little bit bigger, and then I'll type it in. Okay, so this one will be 10,416. And now I can see where they go in order. Okay, 10,408 is smaller than 10,416, and 10,416 is smaller than 10,433. Okay, so we already just did a number line example, so I'm going to skip that example, and I'm going to skip to the compare, because this is where I want to show you how you are going to do this, okay? So take a look at me. Here's my suggestion. I suggest that you have a piece of paper. A piece of paper and writing it down is the best way to do math and figure it out. I am going to show you how to make a place value chart, because you need to be able to put these numbers on a place value chart to compare them. Okay? So this is Miss Bennett's guide to making a place value chart. Do this on your own piece of paper, okay? I'm going to leave some space at the top and make a line that goes across. Okay? Then I'm going to make a line that comes down the middle, like a T-chart. Okay? This side, I'm going to use 2 lines to make 3 spaces. 1, 2, and now I have 1, 2, 3 spaces, okay? And just like on our place value chart, we do ones, tens, hundreds, okay? And these are the ones, period, okay? I'm going to make this center line thick so I know it's a new period, okay? This is where my comma goes, okay? When I'm writing the number, make a comma, okay? And then I'm going to do 3 lines to do ones, tens, hundreds, and this is the thousands period. Okay, so now I can compare my numbers. All right, take a look at number 2. It's using dollar signs, which means it's talking about money, but I'm just looking at the numbers. Okay, I'm comparing this number to the other number, and I'm going to put the first number onto my chart. All right, so this chart that I've made myself on a piece of paper, just like we've learned before, I'm going to start on the right. I'm going to make my way over, okay? All right, it has an 8 in the ones place, a 2 in the tens place, a 3 in the hundreds place, a 1 in the 1000s place, 3 in the 10,000s place, and a 6 in the 100,000s place. To compare them, I'm just going to draw another line, okay? And now I'm going to look at my second number, and I'll put it on my chart as well. Put a 9 in the ones place, 0 in the tens place, 0 in the hundreds place, 0 in the thousands place, a 4 in the 10,000s place, and a 6 in the hundreds place. Now I need to start on the left and go to the right. If I start with my smallest, then I won't compare correctly. I have to start with my biggest side in my 100,000s and then go on. Okay? So let's compare. In the hundred thousands place, they're the same, they're equal. Okay? So I need to move on to the next column. I move on to the 10,000s column. Now they're different. Okay? I have a 3 and a 4. So which one's bigger? The 4 is bigger, which means that this number is bigger than the other one. So back to my comparison, I am going to make the alligator eat the bigger one. Okay? And you're going to want to do that for all of those types of problems. Okay? Finally, we are going to order from greatest to least. Okay? Basically, you do the same thing here, but you put the biggest one first, and then the next biggest, and then the small. Oh, sorry. The biggest one, then the next smallest, and then the smallest. Okay? And that's basically what you need to know. You are going to do the on your own page, on your own, numbers 7 through 17, and I'll write that in Google Classroom. Please message me if you have questions, and I hope you have a great day.